Hey guys, happy Thursday afternoon. I am back with another weather discussion for your Thursday. Once again, if you have any questions, just let me know. Drop them in the comments below. Let me know where you're watching from and tell me how you're feeling today. Hopefully, you're enjoying the weather. It's not a terrible day, overall. Not bad. You can see here on our Clearwater Beach cam. Yeah, there's some more cloud cover, a little bit more than how we kicked the week off. It's a little more humid as you step outside, but that's not, that's cool off in the water. You can see all those people at Clearwater Beach kind of looking like ants right now. They're so small and so far away from the camera. But if you can hear me, let me know. Looks like my mics are up. But if you can hear me, let me know. Of course, once again, let me know where you're watching from. And if you have any questions, let me know. As we get into the weekend, I know there's a lot going on. There's Easter. People may be traveling out of town or traveling to town to celebrate the holiday with their family and their friends. So if you have any questions about traveling, weather, of course, drop them in the comments. We'll talk about national weather for a little bit in this forecast, but of course we'll focus a little bit more about what's going on here in the Tampa Bay area. So if you have any hyper local questions, of course, drop them into the comments below and let me know where you're watching from. But this view from Clearwater, that's pretty nice. Actually, I'm gonna just show you the overall view there. Ah, how lovely, gorgeous. People out on their jet skis, laying on the sand, getting a little tan on. Oof. Every single time I look at the St. Pete Beach or Clearwater Beach cameras at work, I get a little envious, just a little bit, but it's fine. Try to make it after work. Let's see, let's go right ahead here. There we go. All right, currently in Tampa, it's 85 degrees, so nice and warm for this Thursday afternoon. 84 in Bartow this afternoon as well. 80 in St. Pete. Hey Mal. Mal says it is cold in Massachusetts. I bet it is. Cold throughout a lot of the country. Cold front moved through. And it brought a shot of cooler air to a lot of areas north of us. The cold front really just hangs to the north of our state though, so we don't get the shot of cooler air like Mal. But yeah. Thoughts and prayers, Mal. Hopefully it warms up soon up there. And it will. Springtime gives you a little bit of everything, huh? Maureen, how's it going? Beautiful, watching from Surf City, North Carolina. We'll be visiting Tampa soon. Well, it'll be great to have you, Maureen. Surf City, North Carolina is a pretty nice spot too. Huh? And Maureen said it is 75 degrees here and very, very windy. I bet it is. I really bet it is. It's very windy throughout a lot of the country today because of the storm system moving through. Not too windy here though, which is nice. Last week it was a lot breezier each day. It's pretty calm out there with the wind. Marvin is asking, any rip currents likely for the beach this weekend? No, we don't really have any rip current risk, which is good. So pretty decent swimming conditions. We don't have any major systems that's moving in. So you really won't have that much of a shakeup with our marine conditions. It's not going to be too choppy, and swimming should be pretty easy. I actually wrote up an article on the website the other day about, I think people have been asking, when can we go for a swim? Mainly temperature-wise. A lot of people come into town and then earlier on in the year, and they go in the water and they're like, oh my God, it's cold. But as we're getting into that time of year where if we don't have any rip current risk, it's pretty nice to get out on the water because it's getting comfortable out there. Water temperatures are rising. I believe it's 76 degrees in the water at Clearwater Beach, so that's pretty nice to me. This is all relative, obviously. But once the temperatures in the water get up to 80 degrees, that's smooth sailing. I'm in the water all day. And during the summer, it gets up to like 91, 92 degrees sometimes, and that's just bath water. It's even warmer in the water than it is on the sand, the air temperature there. But you're welcome, Maureen and Deb and Ron. Hi, Deb and Ron. Gorgeous here at Basecape, Heritage Isles in New Tampa. Yeah, it's a nice day. It's a little humid though. Check out the dew point temperature. Earlier today it was at 70. 67, so that puts us now in that uncomfortable range. So it's a little stickier out there, especially compared to how we kicked the week off. And the reason why, we have more moisture pulling in from the south. And so those dew points are on the rise, since the surface moisture is on the rise. So we feel that change in the air throughout the next couple of days. And that's really not going to change at least until we get into midweek. But at least it's still nice today, and there's not much going on out there on the radar. It's pretty quiet. See our dew point change? Yeah, dew points are going up. So I like to show that to kind of show you what the air is going to feel like over the next few days. You already have highs in the mid to upper 80s, but coupled with that uncomfortable range of dew points, it's going to feel a little bit more like summertime out there for sure. Here's a look at the temperatures across the country. We have a lot of people tuning in from other parts of the country, which is always really fun because we get to see what's going on. The East Coast is running a little bit of a fever. It's 83 degrees in Washington, D.C. But as you get well to the north, there's a little more cooler air like in New York City and Boston, 60s and 50s. Wilmington, though, 80 degrees, 73 in Atlanta, 85 in Tampa. You can see that contour change there, that really sharp contrast. That's the cold front and is moving to the eastern coast, so that warmer air is pretty much staying at the eastern coast for now before cooler air moves in. The thing about this cold front for us, it doesn't really do much because it just stalls out over the state, and so the moisture and the warmth pretty much stays in here. It doesn't really wipe away until it pushes south of us next week. So we have until about Tuesday until Wednesday for us to see really any major changes in the air. So those 80s that you're seeing right now, those oranges, those yellows, that's going to stick around for us. Throughout the parts of the country, it's cooler and it's quiet. You can see that area of low pressure centered over the Midwest, a refreshing change compared to the last few days where significant springtime storm system moved through and it brought severe weather, storms, hail, damaging winds, all that good stuff. The hail that we've seen with some of these storms over the last few days really indicates springtime, right? So, I mean, big old hail. Those storms rising and tapping into the higher levels of the atmosphere where it's much colder, and then you get that hail forming. So that's a very good indicator of the change of seasons, right? Those classic clashes, excuse me, of the air masses over the last couple of days. So they're drier, Texas, Arkansas, Mississippi, Illinois, for the eastern coasts, warmer, cloudier as that system continues to push to the east. And we're getting in on that. The severe threat is significantly lower, all right? The storm system is running out of steam, is running out of that energy that we really need to keep those stronger storms going. So we're not expecting any big severe outbreaks as this front continues to push through. In fact, our rain chances will go up, but we're not really going to be in the severe risk at all throughout the weekend. You can even see here on our satellite and radar, there's a lot more cloud cover pushing in. There's a little area, I'm gonna actually zoom back out here. See that area in the Gulf of Mexico that's helping to spread a little bit of moisture into the panhandle and also into the peninsula there. So more clouds. It's still kind of sunny. You can still see the sun outside, so not completely overcast out there today, but we are seeing a little more activity just because of that system moving through. So that batch of rain isn't really going to make it here. It looks like it kind of stays in the Gulf of Mexico. But we have those winds surging out of the south that is bringing up the moisture a bit more, significantly more. And we see that indicated here on our satellite and radar. You see the layers of clouds. You even see those pops of green. Those are some sprinkles. They're very isolated though. So if you get a sprinkle in your area today, don't be surprised. But if you don't be surprised. It's not going to be a widespread rain event at all. But we have more moisture that allows us that allows these showers to form a bit more support there. We also have the instability. I mean, it's nice and warm outside, 80s, and potentially as we get into today, later on today into tomorrow, with the sea breeze we could get storms firing up along that, just because we have all the ingredients here. Finally, the last few days, the air has been too dry for those storms to really form. We saw a few more storms in our southern counties where there was a bit more moisture in the atmosphere, but now that that's present, we can have a shower chance each day because of that unsettled weather. So the cold front that's moving through sinks to the north of the state. That's going to keep everything a little bit on the more unsettled side as it pulls more moisture out of the south. So our severe weather threat is low over the next couple of days. We're really not expecting anything significant at all, but you will see an uptick in rain chances. So here's your severe weather outlook for Saturday. Not terrible. The best chance to see storms will really be through the deeper south, and even that's a marginal risk. That's not terrible at all. All right, so not bad. Here's your Futurecast. It's just, you can see this is 5 o'clock if you're going to be heading home from work or picking up the kids from school. There's really not much going on, especially at the coast, but keep your eyes on the sky if you live in our interior counties. Polk, Highlands, Hardy, DeSoto, even parts of Sarasota County, inland Manatee County possibly. Storms could fire up. You can see this is 9 o'clock as those sea breezes meet. We could get a few showers and a few storms even, especially in Highlands and southern Polk County. A lot of these storms are focused more so on the eastern coast of Florida, and a few heavy downpours are possible. Our models have really been keeping this in play throughout the entire day. They're not really pulling back from that. So there's a pretty decent chance that our interior counties and areas in eastern Florida along I-95, closer to Orlando, closer to Daytona Beach, could get one of those evening showers and storms forming, while most of the coast pretty much stays dry. So this is not a widespread event. This is what we're talking about as a very summertime-like situation. We get those sea breeze-driven showers and storms. Depending on where the sea breeze sets up, that's where you see the showers, and today it looks like we'll set up mainly well to the east of I-4. Getting into Friday morning, looking good, some low clouds hanging around, but still quiet through the morning. And then as we get into the evening, there's a shower chance, with showers looking to start out on the eastern coast of Florida and then pushing to the west as we get into the afternoon. This model is pulling back significantly on how much rain we could potentially see as we get into Friday. But just keep your umbrellas close if you have any outdoor plans. I know this is going to be a busy weekend for a lot of people, but we just want you to stay weather aware. Once again, not a washout, but a more summertime-like situation where storms could form throughout the afternoon and evening. You got to be prepared for that through the day. Same happens on Saturday. Sea breeze-driven storms and showers are possible. This is 8:30. You can see not widespread at all, but our interior counties, Polk County, all the way down to Highlands, could see a shower or storm. Same situation happens for Sunday. All right, so kind of a wash, lather, rinse, repeat. A lather, rinse, repeat situation throughout your entire weekend. I wouldn't cancel the Easter egg hunts. I would not cancel your brunch plans, but just, of course, be weather aware as we get into the weekend. Not expecting anything severe at all, but certainly feeling a little bit more like a May and June. And for those of us who are used to Florida in May and June, you can get a shower or a storm every day. That's pretty much the situation all the way until at least November for us. Now, I want to show you all this atmospheric moisture graphic. It's one of my favorite graphics because it's a great visual and it really shows you what we can expect over the next few days, how the atmosphere is behaving over the next few days, and usually it brings good news sometimes. In this situation, you can see those greens and yellows. It indicates a little more moisture in the atmosphere. The deeper greens, a lot more moisture compared to the yellows, which is lighter moisture. Usually when we see these yellows start to push back into the area, you can expect the air to feel a touch more humid, all right? And that's what we're definitely feeling today, so that's reflected. Now, as we get throughout the weekend, the greens and the yellows stick around. That moisture is not really going anywhere, so we can get a few showers and storms forming throughout the day, each day during the weekend, including Sunday. You see those greens setting up across the state. A few showers will form later on in the afternoon, but check this out. Tuesday into Wednesday, that cold front that's stalling out over the state, or at least north of the state, throughout the entire weekend, bringing showers to parts of the deeper south, will finally push south through the state and bring us that shot of drier air. Now, we're not seeing a huge temperature dip, unfortunately. This is not going to bring a huge shot of cooler air at the end of the day. This is late April at this point by Wednesday. It's not getting cooler. We're getting warmer. So not really a huge dip in temperatures at all, really. But the air is going to feel a little more comfortable. You see those oranges and browns and reds. That's a good indicator that the air is going to be drying out a little bit. So by midweek, the humidity will be improving just a little bit, all right? Not a lot, but that's something to look forward to. So over the next couple of days, it's going to be very warm and a bit steamy. You can even see through the next 12 hours, temperatures will top out in the mid 80s. Overnight, nice and that's warm to me. 71 degrees is kind of warm for overnight, right? With the cloud cover sticking around and a small rain chance through the evening. Your Easter Sunday, 88's your high. Storms are possible in the afternoon. Once again, I wouldn't cancel those Easter egg hunt plans, especially there in the morning, even after church, kind of late morning, early afternoon. It should be good, for most of us at least. It's not until late afternoon, early evening, that's when the best shower chance is. But it will be a steamy Easter, all right? So not really, suit weather, but it is Easter, so if you want to wear your suits, no one's stopping you, but you've been warned it's going to be nice and toasty that day. In the dew point forecast, as I was talking about with that moisture content map, is reflected in the dew point trend. It's taking a dip, not a huge dip, not that big roller coaster dip. It's not a Busch Gardens type of dew point roller coaster here, but it's a little dip, and that's nice. Dew points in the 50s, that's very comfortable. You can definitely get outside, eat your lunch, maybe, outside for like Wednesday and Thursday because the air is going to feel a little more comfortable. You want to soak in these drier air days when you can, because as we get into the next few months, we're not going to see really any days like this. Dew points will be in the 70s each day, and we know how that is. Sticky and not really fun. Your 7-day forecast isn't bad at all right? Just keep your eye on the radar if you have any outdoor plans throughout the next 4 days, and that includes Monday too, in at that time. By Tuesday into Wednesday, we'll be drying out, not really seeing a rain chance, still a little bit on the breezy side behind the front, so maybe not the best swimming situation. Rip currents could be an issue. I believe that was Marvin asking if he's still on. Tuesday into Wednesday, keep your eye on the flags if you're going to be heading out to the beach. Red flags. If you're not an experienced swimmer, don't go out. But it's going to be nice, all right? 80s, mostly sunny skies, some clouds here and there in the mix, and lower humidity a little bit, at least for Florida standards, lower humidity as we get into midweek of next week. But for now and for tomorrow, not terrible at all. Oop. Did I go away? Uh-oh. This paused. That was weird. But, oh, hey, Marv. It was paused. I don't know why. But yeah, looking good over the next few days, y'all. So really not terrible at all. Enjoy your summer-like Florida weekend. If you have any Easter pictures, send them to us. We want to see those babies dressed up. That's always the best part of Easter. Of course, Jesus and everything, all the the religious side of it is a very special day for a lot of people. But it's just so festive too. We love to see everybody dressed up and happy and getting Easter eggs. So of course, make sure you send us those photos. Like, we'll show them on air during the weekend. We love to see your Easter photos. To me, that's one of the best holidays. Love Easter. And if you have any questions, once again, let me know. Oh my gosh, the viewers went up a little bit just now as I'm about to wrap up. But I'll go back to that Clearwater Beach cam because it's pretty nice. This afternoon, a little bit on the cloudier side, but can't complain. It's a great day to take a dip out in the water, if you can, if you're lucky to, enough to. Should definitely do that today. All right, you all, if you have any questions, always let me know. Follow me on Facebook, and I'll answer whatever questions you have. And I will see you all tomorrow at 11:30. We try to be on here at the same time each day. So twice a day, 11:30 in the morning, right before the noon show, and then 2 o'clock, 2 to 2:30 for us here, to give you a schedule and idea. If you need to, hop on and figure out what the weather is, you can always catch me at those times. Some days they'll be adjusted, some days they won't. So we'll try to be consistent on here over the next few days. And that's it for me. All right. Enjoy your Thursday. Be nice, be kind, be well, and have a safe one. Bye.